Okay, I had to restart the stream for some reason. Hopefully, hopefully it's working. I'll get the link pinned again, and we'll get it restarted. I don't know what happened. There you go. Let me okay. Okay, I think we're back. Let me get the link pinned. Oh, it's up there. Okay, I'll wait for the panelists to get back, I guess, if they show up. I don't know what happened. I got a message that StreamYard wasn't connected to YouTube anymore. So I had to start a new stream, and it looks like it might have fixed it. I guess that's one of the pitfalls of live streaming, maybe. I mean, vertical streaming. Let's see. Let me just do some housekeeping here while I wait. And I'm here. I'm just tweaking settings and stuff, getting it ready. Okay. Oh, hey, Nathan. The you talking about the Schopenhauer link? Yeah, let me post it again. In fact, I posted it. We were talking the other day. Easy was here, and we were talking about the difference between dialectic, like logic, dialectic, which is the logical part of rhetoric, and rhetoric as persuasion, using rhetorical tactics. And Schopenhauer, the philosopher, wrote an essay on just that very subject. And I posted the link in the community tab, but I'll repost it there too. It's called The Art of Being Right. It's how to win arguments without necessarily using logic, which is what it does is it kind of contrasts the Socratic style, which I would say is dialectic based, with the rhetorical style, which is more what the Crucible and Verbal Combat does. So if you want to hear from a real actual philosopher on this issue, there is the essay. All right, I'm not going to do another super chat goal because I didn't get a lot to begin with. If you do want to super chat, just send them in. I like Jesus too. He's a pretty cool cat. I also love Satan. Or I don't love Satan. I admire Satan. I appreciate Satan as a character. He's the last great classical hero. Okay, let me we'll see if our guests come back. They might all be on union breaks. Are y'all some of the swipers? Wow, 17 people watching already? Dang. It just started. I guess my little branding worked. We were in the middle of a really good conversation about, like, is friendship possible on YouTube? How do you know you can really trust people, etc.? And then I had to end up restarting the stream. So hopefully we get some of the conversants back. Somebody's in the back right now. Ah, it's Mr.
Yep, it's me.
And it's Mr. Easy himself. Oh, hang on. I'm not happy with this layout. I got to get my layout back. 1 second.
How you doing, Speak?
Hey,
There we
Vinny,
go.
how you been?
Good, man. Good to see you, bro.
Welcome to hell, Easy.
Yeah, we're in hell here.
I heard. I was actually, I actually clicked on your thing right away and seen your title, and then I heard my name right away, and I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah. I posted an essay in Discord about the topic we were talking about the other day. So I was posted in the chat.
It's a hell of a coincidence, though, Jeff,
What?
that you happen to open this stream up with love for Satan and saying my name. I speak heavily against that. And
well, if you look at the chat, Nathan McCormick brought up an essay that I posted in Discord. So that's what brought your name up, not me. It was a response to this.
Regardless of what brought my name up, I'm not saying you specifically did.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, don't you see?
Well, you know, the portal is open.
Like you connecting the universal dots.
With that,
he's utilizing the 1111 portal.
Right. It's the portal. It's portal day.
Is that what it was?
Got 7 more minutes to do it.
So
today's 11/11.
God?
The 1111 portal is like.
So you probably got caught in the portal.
I got caught in the portal.
No, you never get caught in it. Either you go through it or you don't get one at all.
So I get to come back, or
then you throw in the prices right.
I don't know. I'm just learning about it myself today. But it's something about personal growth. It helps with your personal growth.
It's an interesting read, Speak. If you look up 11/11/2024 11/11 portal, it's a high spiritual kind of day. I don't know what I'm saying either.
There's spiritual vibes in the air.
I see. Well, you opened up with talking about how, like, me and you were talking about the logic thing, right?
Yeah, the debate style of Andrew from the Crucible and the people of Verbal Combat versus my style, which is more Socratic, logic-based.
Because you said it about me, too.
Yeah, I said it about you and the Crucible. Mainly the Crucible. You're like a secondary example. Yeah, but we could talk about you if you want. What you want to talk about yourself?
Well, I'd like you to demonstrate how that is, right? Because
the good thing is I just posted the link to this essay that does all the work for me, and it's from an actual philosopher. So I'm going to just let that speak for my position, so I don't have to go over it myself. So
that was kind of one of the things I mentioned to you last time. That's a logical fallacy, right?
What's the fallacy?
Appealing to
I didn't make it. I think one of your difficulties is distinguishing when somebody's actually even making an argument, because you attack things as arguments that are not even arguments. I didn't make a single argument yet, and you're already attacking logic.
No, but it was a position you just had. You said that
I said I posted an article. That's the only thing I said.
You said, but you said that article will speak for your position.
Right. My what I was saying about how the Crucible debates versus how I debate.
Yeah. So the thing is, what you're saying, though, I'm already demonstrating how you're the one with the logical fallacy.
Well, you think you are, but I'm not. There's nothing logical to attack because I'm not making any kind of logical argument. You have to understand what a logical argument is first.
You made a position. You said that this paper.
Yeah, I was being descriptive. I said I have one way of debating. Andrew has another way of debating, and this essay describes and compares and contrasts the two styles of debating. That's all I said. None of that was logic. That was just a descriptive statement. So you'd have to attack what it's describing. You'd have to say, no, you're incorrect about what you're describing. But I haven't made an argument. None of that was an argument.
Well, you're still holding a position that me and the Crucible have an argument or a debate style that's not about logic.
If you guys don't mind, what's the Crucible? Is this a person or?
Andrew Wilson. It's a debate.
Seems like anywhere I go, people have to bring him up.
No, you're saying the Crucible. I'm thinking like it's an event.
Well, that's your thing. If you have a complex over that, that's on you. That's
a complex over that.
Well, you
Describe what
seem
that is.
concerned that everywhere you go, people have to bring up Andrew Wilson. You're associated
I'm
with
not
him because a lot of us
concerned.
have debated him on your channel. So,
I'm not concerned about it.
okay.
I was
Here,
just
I'll
messing.
drop his channel.
But yeah, so like you mentioned, like what you're mentioning is things you said that the way that we debate, it's not logical. But
It's
when
not logic. It's not a Socratic way of debating. And like I
Jeff,
said,
I really want to
that
have a
essay explains
conversation.
all
We
of
gotta
it. So
hear
the
each other.
viewers can just go read the essay and see what
Yeah,
I'm
but we
talking about.
gotta hear each other if we're gonna have a conversation, right?
I would read. This is not me and Vinny were in a different conversation before I had to end the stream. So I don't want tonight's conversation to be about something that people could just go read in that essay.
I thought this said open panel.
It's an open panel, but that doesn't mean you get to dictate the topic.
Oh, I wasn't trying to dictate the topic. You opened.
It sounded like you were.
Yeah, I'm addressing what you said at the starting of your.
And I refer you to the essay so that I can get back to the conversation Vinny and I were having before I had to end the stream and restart it. This is a restart because StreamYard lost its connection to YouTube, so I had to restart. But we were already in the middle of a previous conversation. Okay. So if you go look at my channel, there's a part 1 to this too.
Okay, so you want to stick to that conversation you were having. What was that?
Can you guys explain it like in short term? Because I have no fucking clue what you guys are even talking about.
Do you know what this? Do you know the Socratic method where you use questions to like understand the other person's point of view?
Actually, the main thing I do in debates, Jeff, and like whenever you try to do it with you.
Well, I haven't seen it with you. See? Yeah, I haven't had that experience with you.
You can't have that experience with no one, Jeff.
I'm pretty grounded in the Socratic method, and I'm pretty good at using it and identifying when others are using it. And I haven't had the experience of seeing you use it very effectively yet. Otherwise, the conversations we have wouldn't break down like they do. You would be more trying to understand what I'm saying instead of attacking straw men that I'm not ever actually saying.
Hey Jeff, just give me like 2 minutes, please. From somebody who doesn't like, I'm just an audience member, like
Crazy.
So you guys are discussing 2 different styles of the way a person goes about debating another person about winning or losing an argument of some sort on a topic that
specifically the way I debate. He was talking about, right?
And
mostly the Crucible, but easy verbal combat in general.
All right, so is there certain? See, I'm new to this. I'm a newborn baby over here. So there's a certain name for the style of you speak easy with your. Is there a certain style name for like how a pitcher would have a certain style the way to throw a ball? So is there certain different names the way when you guys do this?
I'm actually trying to get to that with Jeff because that's what he's
that's what I thought I was hearing.
Making, right? He's making claims that we use a style that doesn't involve logic, and I'm trying to ask him to demonstrate that because I
gave you a whole essay that you can read that explains all of that. So just go read the essay.
Talk for a minute, dude.
So speak easy.
I'm going to talk what I want. Like, you don't control my panel. So if I'm over talking you, it's my panel. I get to do that. You can over talk your guest if you want. And real quick, Bricky, hang on. Bricky, if you're out there, I have no idea what you're talking about. So come back. All right, go ahead.
So Speakeasy, we've been on panels together, and we've actually gone after people together. So I'm not sure why you're going after Jeff. Jeff's a good guy. Jeff's a good guy who has a good conversation.
That doesn't sound like anybody.
I'm literally trying to get to a point with him, and he doesn't let me finish.
I referred you to it's all in that essay. I don't have to sit here and read the essay to you. You can go read it yourself. I have nothing to add that you can't find out from reading the essay. So if you want to understand what I'm talking about, read the essay, and then if you have questions, you can come back and we can address the questions you have about the essay. But go read the essay first.
What you're referring to in the essay, Jeff. Explain to me how I'm supposed to be.
You just have to read the essay. It's pretty self-explanatory.
So Speakeasy,
No,
what
I
do you
read this essay that you're talking about.
No, real quick. So Speakeasy, and I respect you. You have a good channel. You have good talking points. What are you trying to get across with Jeff? What's the whole talking point here? I'm asking you.
Right now is about, because we talked about logic, and he was saying that my debate style and the Crucible debate style doesn't involve logic. And that's not true whatsoever. And I could demonstrate how me and
I didn't say it doesn't involve logic. I said it's not logic based. It's not Socratic based, because I use a style that's heavier on the logic, and it clashes with the way you and Andrew do things.
That's all right. That's right, Jeff.
Now,
Jeff, let me take it. So the whole thing is that, are you trying to convince Jeff into a different debate style?
No,
I mean, because remember, everybody. No. Speakeasy. I'm not.
And welcome, Bricky.
It would take 60 seconds if you guys would just let me talk.
Easy. I will give you 60 seconds. Easy gets to talk for the next 60 seconds. Go ahead.
Crazy, dude. It's simple. You made a claim about our debate style, my debate style not involving logic, that it's more about just being right. And that isn't true whatsoever. And I can demonstrate how recently me and you had a disagreement and you appealed to authority, which is a logical fallacy. So you yourself break logic in debates. You even said that you spurg out during debates, and that's also not logical. So
that has nothing to do with logic.
Here.
Okay, so autism has nothing to do with logic, so you can take that off the table. Second of all, you mischaracterized what happened completely. That's not what I said. So if you're gonna accuse me of something, get it right. Third of all, I'm not having this conversation with you tonight because we were here for a different conversation. So right now you're hijacking the conversation I want to have. If you have nothing else to say about the essay, I'm going to send you on your way.
He did have 30 seconds left because you only gave him 30 seconds of the minute.
All right, get 30 more seconds if you want.
Well, Jeff, I would happily join your conversation, but when I clicked on your show, you talked about the very thing I'm talking about. So why are you giving me shit for what you talked about?
I'm not giving you shit.
Jeff, give me 1 second. Give me 1 minute.
I'm running my panel, and you can go run your panel.
That's cool. It's cool. So Speakeasy.
If you want to see that as giving you shit, then okay, I'm giving you shit.
Speakeasy, what are you
running your panel? Just talking over
Speakeasy.
No, I'm going to show you what's running my panel. All right, go ahead.
Oh, right. Jeff, he speaks very highly. Jeff, Speakeasy speaks very highly of you. I'll be honest with you. He does.
That doesn't change what just happened and what I'm trying to do here. He can speak as highly as he wants. He's still not going to come and take over my panel. Yeah. And Bricky, what's going on with you? What's up?
Well, you deleted me comments over there, Jeff, when you were, and I thought myself.
Wait, what are you, Bricky? Hold on. What you talking about?
You were on the stream and there was this woman talking about something, and I put a comment in. Look, it might have been you know my humor, Jeff. I put a comment that says, I think they're onto us. I said, I think they're onto us, right? And there was something else, right? And you deleted them. And then I looked at it.
Was it on this stream?
It was on your stream.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember.
Right,
I'm not saying it didn't happen. I just don't remember the situation.
Okay, Jeff, I know there's no bad blood between me and you, but I do. All I would say to you, though, Jeff, is you had that by the short and curlies there. All you needed to do was let Speakeasy interact with you. And I'll be honest with you.
But he's looping.
He's looping. Mr. M. Is it M? Him in the bottom wanted to say something, right, Jeff? And it was about Speakeasy's style debate. And Vinny.
And then I want to get back to our original conversation.
And it's Vinny. Is this Vinny from the People's Podcast, isn't it?
Ricky, do me a favor. You're very intoxicated. Please address
Salute.
Please.
What?
Yeah. Ricky, you drunk?
Obviously.
We have somebody. Hang on. We have somebody in the back named ElderLyon. Does anybody know them?
Yeah, I know ElderLyon. I do. He's a lovely.
Is he one of yours? Is he a drunk Brit?
He's not a drunk Brit. He's an American like yourself.
How you been, Bricky? Good.
All right. Is he okay to let on?
He is. He should show you his face as well. He's a horrible, ugly-looking bastard.
ElderLyon, can you flash your cam in the back so I can see you're human?
He's an
What do you hear? What do you say? What do you hear? What do you say?
Wait, are you talking to me there, Mr. M?
No, I'm not talking to you. Talking
All
to
right,
Vinny.
well, fucking, fucking hell, ooh, rather. You don't want to be that rude, do
Yeah,
you?
more personally, more. Yeah.
All right,
Very,
I'm gonna bring ElderLyon on.
very classy man you are, Ricky. Very classy.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Thank you.
Say you're very classy.
All right,
Am I
let's see.
classier than Vinny? Am I classier than Vinny?
ElderLyon, welcome.
What's up, man? Good to
Yo,
hear
Hey.
you.
Elder. Salute, brother, salute.
Man, the portal
Oh.
must have closed. The vibe completely changed.
Yeah.
Listen, this is quantum leap. There's quantum leap, right?
Jeff,
It must
we can flip
be.
it if you want. We can flip it if you want. Just let me know if you want to flip it. We'll flip it around. Yeah.
Yeah, we can. I just want to clear up. That's fine, easy. If you can, you're a grown adult. You can make whatever decisions you want. I made my own decisions, so that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Oh. Can we not all play nicely?
So,
No,
Ricky,
I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I'm not going to try to stop a grown man from doing what he wants to do.
Ricky, you ever had an eel pie with mash?
An eel pie.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I do live in a house. I don't live on like the riverbanks.
Is that insult? Is eel pie insulting to Brits?
No, it's the oldest meat pie. So in England, they eat a lot of eels. Eels are very high in protein.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Who's been telling you that bullshit?
Okay, let me time easy out here. Don't quit harassing the channel. And if you do it again, you're banned. If you're not coming back, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, go ahead, guys.
No, it's good. I love British food. I love meat pies. I love the pies and mash. I love that stuff. I mean, British food is amazing. It is.
We don't eat eels. We don't eat
I've never heard it called amazing.
It's good. It's really good. Really good. So being Italian, that's all right. Being Italian, we eat a lot of fish, but eels. I had an eel pie one time from a British mess shop, and it was really good. It was good. That's all.
ElderLyon, have you ever known me to eat an eel pie? The length of time you've known me.
No, I haven't. Can't say that I have.
Exactly. I've never had an eel pie in my whole YouTube life.
It's good.
I don't think I'll ever eat an eel pie. I don't think I'll ever eat an eel.
It's good, man. It's so good, dude. It's so good.
What if eel was a euphemism for something else, Jeff? Long and slivery.
I probably wouldn't have that either. Not in a pie.
We're not going there.
Bricky, did you hear who won Verbal Combat this week?
Did I hear? Did I hear? I had to endure the whole onslaught, right? But it was always going to happen on it, eh? Big up Mr. E. Big up Mr. E. He won.
Hello, James Life. Yeah, but your friend won, Mr. E.
Oh, he did. Look, he was always going to be the better debater, but when you bring the power of the crucible over, what fucking chance does this little specky Geordie Brit like me have?
Yeah, that's what I've been telling these people. Like, I already know the audience is stacked against me. And they're like, if you go and give a good logical argument, you'll win. I do not buy that.
Yeah, but Jeff, you still haven't brought a good logical argument to verbal combat yet, so that's why you're not going to win.
Have you seen me on Verbal Combat? Have you seen my Verbal Combat appearances? We can go through my logic one day, because apparently people are really bad at logic. They're really bad at recognizing what logic is and how it's structured.
Jeff, I tell you this.
So if you want to go through, we can take I've only been on 3 or 4 of them. We can take one of my episodes and we can run it through Boolean algebra. We can translate, we could use the transcript, we can have the AI translate it into premises and conclusions, and then you can test my logic. You want to do that? I'll run that experiment one day.
Jeff, with that, you've just said you've been on. Hang on.
So, Bricky,
go on.
Would you like to go against me in trivia or anything like that? Would you like to talk to me about anything like that?
I'm
Wait, I
talking
will
to
hear
Jeff
what he
at
has
this-
to say about.
I'm talking to Jeff at the moment. I will after I talk. Jeff, going back, you said you'd made 3 or 4 appearances on Verbal Combat. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that. This was months and months ago.
So what I'm going to say to you is, experience is more or less in my field. I've won 4 Verbal Combat, so I can tell you a little bit, a thing or two about.
But you were talking specifically about my logic, and you said I've never made a logical argument on Verbal Combat yet. So I asked you if you've even watched me on Verbal Combat, and if you want, we can play them and go through the logic, and you can test your claim that I have not made a logical argument. I would be happy to do that. That was what I was talking about, not the amount of times I've been on or the experience I have with it. You made a claim specifically about my logic. So it only takes one appearance to disprove that claim.
Right. So, Bricky,
if you were talking about something in addition to my logic, that's a different conversation.
So, Bricky, I pick up on
I just use logic.
Bricky, I pick up on intelligence. I don't see any there for you. So if you'd like to debate me, you can debate me.
Oh, please. So wait, hang on a second. What you said there is you didn't see any intelligence in me, so you want to debate it to make you feel good about yourself.
Ooh, that was kind of intelligent.
I'll have a debate with you, dickhead. I'll have a debate with you.
I see a drunken old man.
Hey, so hang on. Everybody stop. I want to talk to AA. AAA, what you're saying right here is the exact point I have been trying to make that started all this drama in the first place. I agree with you. Everybody else is trying to say, no, that is not the case. These are logical people and they make logical arguments and everybody wins on logic. And if I just make a logical argument, then I will win. That is their counterclaim. I agree with what you're saying. Okay, go ahead.
And entertaining.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So Ricky,
and I want to hear from ElderLyon. He's new to the panel. He hasn't had a chance to talk. Elder, welcome. What's on your mind?
Well, I was just saying, you don't necessarily have to be the best at constructing a logic to be able to win VK, but you have to be at least entertaining and charismatic, and that's also important when you want to discuss, whatever argument or whatever thing that you want to talk about. So Bricky might not be able to form logic right now, but he has gotten better at it. And
right, I agree. You need more than just logic to win those kind of debates. You need that charisma. You need to be entertaining. And I bring logic. I don't bring all that other stuff. And people are trying to convince me that if I just bring logic alone, that's enough because it's a logical channel and they base everything on logic. And from my experience, that's not true for the reasons you just said and the reasons Amateur Aquatic Addiction is saying.
Mm-hmm. Well, man, I don't think I've ever heard Speakeasy say anything besides what I just said.
Exactly.
He was up here today saying it.
Jeff, what you've got to look at is look at what happened.
He was asking.
Okay, we have
by what you were saying.
James Life. Hello.
He's a troublemaker. He's a proper troublemaker. Be careful of him, Jeff.
Come on, Bricky. I'm not a troublemaker.
ElderLyon, he's a proper
troublemaker. That too, because M knows.
Bricky, you gotta let other people talk.
So he knows better than me being a troublemaker.
Are y'all all from Verbal Combat?
Me and Bricky and ElderLyon are. Now, I don't think M's ever been on Verbal Combat. I know him from Chaotic Truth.
Wait there, Jeff. I'm from you as well. I'm your man.
You're roboting a little bit. Yeah, the people at the top are mine, but the new people like you and ElderLyon.
I didn't know how this works because I've never been here.
Oh, that's horrible. I've been put in the bracket of the newbies.
So to give hang on. I need the mic for a second. To give context to the viewers, I posted an essay in the Discord earlier from the philosopher Schopenhauer talking about the two different styles of debate. One is dialectic based, which is logic, and one is rhetorical based, using more the charisma, the entertainment, that kind of stuff, the verbal tactics and maneuvers. So the philosopher is describing these two styles of debate, and all I was saying was that the Crucible and Speakeasies is an example of that second style, and the kind I do on this channel is an example of the first style. So the viewers can read the article for themselves, and then they can watch my stream, and they can watch the Crucible and Speakeasy, and they can see the differences that I'm trying to point out, which is some of the same things that the people in the audience are pointing out. That's it. That's all this conversation was. It's something that anybody can verify and check for themselves by reading the essay and then holding it up to the Crucible and Easy versus my channel and see the difference and see what I'm talking about. It's not even anything that should be controversial.
So can we settle this now then, Jeff? Can we settle
So
this
James,
now,
James, how'd you find this channel? How'd you find it? CT?
I'll take and stay over there on Speakeasies, and I found it through Speakeasies.
Okay, gotcha.
You're a liar. I WhatsApped you and tell you to come over and help us, James. So stop fucking lying.
Bricky, are you drunk?
Myself, because I didn't know what was going on.
I tell you before I was drunk. I tell you before I was drunk, Jeff.
I didn't know why I got kicked off, and I wanted to just kind of understand what was going on. And everything.
No doubt. Bricky, let me ask you a question. Like, do you think alcohol is an issue in your life?
Definitely not.
Okay, I'm just asking an honest question.
Right, okay, I'll give you an honest answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now that we cleared that up, what's the next topic? Vinny and Mike and I were having a good conversation about online trust and friendship, and I want to get back to that one.
And I'm sorry, Jeff. So, James, do you think that people will deceive people online? They'll make believe that they're their friends, and then they'll kind of stab them in the back? That's what we were talking about earlier. What do you think?
Are we talking about anyone in particular, or are we just talking about in general?
A freak, someone you go on all the, like a trusted YouTube friend. Do you think that they turn on you for clicks and views? Do you think
if they're your friend, they would.
Holy shit! You sound like a quivering fucking vagina.
If they were your friend, but then again,
I don't know what that means.
It depends on. Considering that we're men and we do jokey things with each other, it's not like it's something to be taken serious.
What if sometimes it crosses a line and it's not so jokey anymore?
What do you put the threshold of the line, though? I don't know where the line is.
Well, for me, going after people's family, going after people's kids, that kind of stuff.
Oh, that line is
are really malicious things, doxing, trying to take it real. Of that type of stuff.
That's not your friend. That's
example.
That's not cool.
Example. ElderLyon, your mom makes a shit meat roast, right? Okay, it's disgusting. Is that below the belt?
Probably because she doesn't cook that.
That's okay, James. Keep going. No, you're right, and I think people cross lines and they cross boundaries, and I think that it goes personal, and I think that the YouTube stuff should be not going in someone's personal life. I think that people take YouTube words and they go, "This is not real. It's like the Matrix."
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out, because we're making the claim that some of the friendships are real, but then at the same time, you shouldn't take any of it as though it's reality.
I don't know about that. I guess it'll depend on the nature. Are you actually friends? If you're actually friends, that's real. I mean, I don't know how.
Well, but these are also people you've never met in person. So, like, how do you really know what kind of friendship it is?
Doesn't really make a difference. I've met plenty of people in real life that are just pieces of shit that act nice to your face and stab you in the back.
Exactly.
There's no differentiation of this.
Yeah, it's funny because I've only met one person in real life that was from YouTube, and we met, we hung out, it was awesome, it was super cool. You know, we hung out, but like a lot of these people that will talk crap about you, if they see you in person, they would shut their mouth. I'd just
punch
saying.
You straight in the face. I reckon I'd punch you straight in the nose anyway, mate. I would.
If you're talking about crap where it crosses the line,
just for the banter, just for the shits and giggles.
Doing that.
So I'm sorry, real quick, Ricky, you'd punch me in the face? Is that what you just said?
Well, I would if you asked us to, just to prove I would. But I mean, I'd still be your friend afterwards.
Who's us? Is it more than one person? Is it more than
Well,
one
obviously
person?
obviously the wife's going to have to drive us because I haven't got my driving license back yet. You know what I mean? It's still been a full
No,
ban.
because you're drunk. Because you're drunk. That's why.
No, I was drunk when I got caught, but I'm not. Don't
No, I
drive.
know.
Are you
You're
drunk? I
drunk.
thought Brits stay drunk. Y'all seem like y'all do.
Yeah.
Jeff, you know me, my friend. I don't come on YouTube unless I'm fucking drunk. Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to cut down on the amount of drunken chaos that happens on here.
That's sad. That's really sad that you're drunk all the time, Berkey. That's sad.
Okay, well, I'll see I'm sober. I'm sober. Just for the benefits of this channel, I'm
Yeah,
sober.
it's sad. And you're using a voice changer, I can tell.
Okay, Mike and both of you. This is not the conversation I want tonight. We were having a much better conversation with this earlier. If we can't get back to that, I'm going to start kicking people.
No, you're good. You're
Let's have
good.
a
So
civilized conversation.
the whole thing is that I think the biggest paradigm is that people come on YouTube and they act a certain way, but they're a different way. If you met them in person, they're probably a lot nicer in person. I think people get emboldened on social media. I think they feel like as we say in Italian, who you are, like who you are, like you think you're tougher than you are. And I think that people in real life would be much different if you met them. That's what I think.
Or maybe these
you're
are
a bitch,
entertainment
you are.
platforms and people just want to be entertained and entertain themselves.
No.
I think that is some of it. Like, how do you separate the entertainment from the genuine community element, if it even
I
exists?
just don't care about it.
Well,
You know what I don't like on
Some of us do, though. Like, for
that-
some of us that are here for other than entertainment, it is a question that comes up a lot that we ask ourselves.
Well, this is therapy for me. Use all
And
my
I'm
therapists.
telling you, if the only side of YouTube you know is the speakeasy and verbal combat, this is a completely different channel. So we have different goals, different norms, and different expectations.
Oh, you are totally underestimating my fucking variety in YouTube, Jeff, mate. For one thing, don't you underestimate how many different avenues I've been down on YouTube. I've came across a lot of individuals, right? And the fact you actually think that I am one sole person, right? This is a pantomime. Everyone
I
plays
wasn't
a
even
fucking
talking
part
to
in
you,
it.
but
Well, I'm just going to tell you right. I'm just going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now, right, that this is a pantomime. Everyone plays a fucking part in it, right? Okay, or it's a comedy sketch.
Yeah. Bricky.
Anyway, where's your debate? I'll debate you right now, right? I'll debate you right now.
No, we're not. No, hang on.
I'll
We're not
back
debating
Speakeasy's
tonight.
channel up. I'll back Speakeasy's channel because I'm on the bottom half, right? You're on the top half, dickhead. You in the middle. I'll battle you
Hang
now,
on.
right now.
So,
No,
Bricky,
it's not going to happen tonight.
That's all right, Bricky. You're a one-dimensional bully, and if you don't get your way, you flip.
Mike, he's gone. Move on.
But okay, I guess getting back to what we were talking about though, Mike.
oh man,
and everything. You wouldn't believe everyone would not be, as kind as they would be in real life, right? Because you know me from Chaotic Truth, and you know how kind I am, usually, right?
We never had, me and you have never had an argument. We've always got along. Never had an argument.
Yeah, we never had an argument. We've always just
Jeff, you're breathing real hard in that microphone, pal.
and everything.
Yeah.
So you
Is that better?
say everyone would be
I just
argumentative, though, right? Just to make sure I'm understanding right?
Yes, and I think the thing is that people really get wrapped up in their own anger, and if you agree with me or not, or any gentleman agree with me or not, I think people get wrapped up in it, and I'm trying to learn how to be a better person because people trigger me. They do. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm Italian. I get triggered. But people do it on purpose, and I'm trying to learn to be better, not letting people get the best of me. So I'm trying to figure it out. That's all.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And everything. It's just you gotta figure out what kind of a space I guess people are in, and what kind of space it is, because different channels have different goals and stuff. You have to kind of figure out where they're at and stuff. That's the way I've had to struggle with, because I have autism and ADHD, so I have to
welcome
really know that and study that. So
and the problem with me, James, I'm very vicious. I have a very calming, loving nature, but I'm also very vicious. So it's like the duality of man. So it's like you're fighting yourself. Like when someone comes after me, I want to attack them, but I should be better. I should be better and take the high road and not react.
Yeah, I get that. Because I know when people poke me enough, I'm very vicious and everything. You've never seen that side of me, I don't think, on CT's channel, except for that maybe that one time when I think it was Righteous. No, it wasn't Righteous Muffin. It was someone else. I went after really heavy on CT's channel one time.
Sure.
I don't know if he was there or not. Yeah, Quality knows me.
Yeah. Oh well, Caldy's one of us. He hangs out here. He's a good dude.
Yeah,
But
he knows me.
James, how good is it for some people just to come up and talk about this kind of stuff? I think it's healing. I think, and I'm not trying to be Dr. Phil. I just think it's really cool that people come up and just talk about stuff going on in their life. Go ahead, James.
Yeah, I'm Orthodox, so yeah, I mean it's healing to talk about things. We need to talk about our problems and everything and figure out how to deal with them. That's what my whole channel is about. Is I want
Here, let me
to make
drop your channel.
a channel. I want to make a channel, which is the name that I'm got here and I'm showing up as. That's my channel's name. That's what
James
my
Life
channel's about.
Talks.
Yeah, that's what my channel is about. I want to talk about life problems and how to fix them and stuff.
Do you get a lot of drama on your channel?
I haven't got a panel started yet on my channel, so I mostly just get the comments people in the comments that I talk to, and they don't cause a lot of drama because they're people I know from other channels where they're calm and chill, and stuff. So
Yeah, and to think that
James,
James,
I'm digging the headset, pal. I'm digging your headset.
thank you. It's a $70 pair of headset, but yeah, thank you.
Do you solicit for people to switch
matches
their
your shirt.
long-distance phone companies on your spare time, sir?
Vinny, it's turquoise. It's turquoise
Yeah.
colored. Turquoise.
It looks like an operator, like you'd call up for like Time Life magazine or some shit.
Hello.
They still do that.
Hello. Would you like 16 subscriptions to Time Life magazine? Okay, great. I'll put you down. No, that's great.
James, I'm only kidding with you. Yeah,
I know. That's what I'm saying. Just a
people like,
line.
on my side, James, in life, I think laughter is sometimes the best medicine to have. You know?
Yeah, there's a line with kidding. You have to just be careful about where you cross the line at.
Well, I don't think about lines. I just think about myself having fun.
Yeah.
Well, James, if it's out of love, like if you are joking with somebody, but it's out of love, like you're just trying to like mess with somebody, but it's not malicious. I think it's a complete different energy. Like
if you can't laugh
without
at yourself,
so we're Italian, right? So we're ball busters, right? They're called ball busters, and
Yeah.
you're always joking with somebody, but you have to do it out of love.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah, it's Italian way.
It's just a matter of if a person can laugh at themselves. You understand? Like if they have something that they know, like, you know, like let's just say you got a humongous fucking nose. I'm just saying, right? So a big nose joke, you got to expect it, and you got to just laugh along because you do nothing about a big fucking nose.
Vinny, now that's a schnoz. That's a schnoz.
Hey, no dunking.
We put our elbow out like it's the nose.
Drink
That's what's Italian. A schnoz. That's right, Italian.
Mike, you have some little chirping sound in your microphone.
Yeah, the beak. The beak, Alexander. The beak.
Yeah. She got a beak.
Hey,
It sounds like a parakeet, how they like rub their beaks on that shell thing.
Let me put it down because I don't know. I can't hear it, but let me see if I can put it down a little bit. It could just be the reverb. Is that better?
It's still there.
People who don't.
It's like somebody flicking a cigarette lighter, a piece of flint.
Don't burn in that flame, Mike. Your left elbow there is going to get burnt.
It's not me. It's not me. Yeah. But yeah,
you know what's weird is that eyeball that's looking at us, though. That throws me off. The eyeball that's looking at Mike.
The demon?
Yeah, it looks like
you remember those things called mad balls? It was like a little eyeball. Like
mad balls.
Like mad balls. Look up mad balls.
Mad balls. Yeah, I think they had one on NCIS. I think TV show NCIS.
Oh no, I don't remember these. They're neat though.
Yeah.
On NCIS.
I would show them, but I don't know how to share my screen on the phone.
One of those crazy balls, you know, when you throw the ball down and it goes like almost up to an airplane height. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about playing stoop ball and wiffle ball and like when we grew up? So Jeff, we grew up in New York. You know, we just did things that were just free. We play stickball. Stickball was the best.
Is that like out in the street?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta pause the game, and everybody yells "car."
Yeah. So Jeff, the car comes around the corner, and you have to get out of the street because an old Italian man will just run you over. Like he's not gonna stop. So you have to get out of the
Or he'll
street.
spray you with his hose as he's watering his sidewalk.
Oh yeah, you got to water the concrete. You got to water the concrete always.
In his black socks and sandals, Mike. Right?
Always. So if you're Italian, Jeff, if you're an old Italian man, you have to wear black socks only with dress shoes,
with the sandals. Oh, with
shorts with black with really nice loafers with black socks. Yeah.
That's what Vinny was saying earlier. He said he got rid of all of his.
The old men water their sidewalks. If anybody.
Oh yeah, you got to water the concrete. So Jeff, you know about
I use my hose not only to water the concrete, but I got to clean my donkey. I got to get him ready. Dominic the donkey is making an appearance this Christmas. Dominic the donkey, a jigga the jing. The Italian Christmas donkey, la la la. Yeah. All right.
James, have you ever ate donkey before? Ever had donkey? Like a donkey
come on,
steak?
No,
come
I
on.
don't eat donkey. This sounds disgusting.
You ever have donkey burgers, like a donkey burger?
No, that just sounds disgusting. I mean,
Don't knock it till you try it.
You got to put some.
Don't knock it till you try
put
it.
some raw donkey with some cheese on it. I like
kind
my
of
donkey
mozzarella?
with Velveeta cheese.
So James, what we eat a lot, we eat a lot in Sicily. We eat a lot of rabbit. You ever had rabbit before?
no, I haven't ever had rabbit before.
Yeah.
No. I didn't know they had rabbits in Sicily.
Right, they call that Hassenpfeffer, right? Hassenpfeffer.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's fun to say. Hassenpfeffer.
I didn't think
Is
they
it
had
good
them
stuff?
over there.
There's rabbits everywhere. There's rabbits in my front yard as we're speaking. What are you talking
Well, I
about?
mean, I knew over here, but I didn't know over there in Europe. I thought they were native to over here, maybe.
No. Rabbit is amazing. It's really good. It's like if you like duck, like if you like dark meat, it's really
Yeah.
good because rabbit's dark meat. It's good.
I like beef. I'm pretty sure it's considered a darker meat, is it not? And then deer. I
So
guess
James,
deer's
do you
probably more
hunt?
darker.
James, do you hunt?
No, I don't hunt. No, I just buy whatever I get at the store.
Because you
Hey,
can't
freak.
buy. So where I
he hunts
live,
on aisle 8. He hunts on aisle 8.
So where I live,
He positions
You can't
his
buy-
shopping
you can't
cart
buy
at the right
venison where I
precise
live.
moment to grab that item.
Well, my mom's friend usually hunts venison for us.
yeah,
My mom
we
gets venison
hunt.
off-
We're in Virginia. We hunt all the time. We go to upstate Virginia. We hunt all the time.
Oh, you're in
And,
Virginia? I'm in
yeah.
Virginia.
Yeah, they hunt with submarines over there.
Yeah,
Mike
I'm in
hunts with a
Virginia. I'm in
submarine.
Southwest Virginia.
Yeah, I'm in Virginia Beach.
Oh, you're on the East Coast part of Virginia, though.
Yeah, but no, we go up. We go up to like Alexandria,
tea
area,
line.
and we hunt.
Huh.
We hunt all the time. We hunt.
Oh, okay. So you go up there, up a little north there and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mike hunts with a submarine, James.
that's
What?
it. That's it. You shoot a
He
torpedo
hunts-
and a deer. You shoot a torpedo and a deer. you're good to go.
That's the home turf of submarine, right? Isn't it like the submarine capital is Virginia?
Huh.
That's it.
Halifax, right? Something like that. Halifax.
Halifax, Virginia. Yeah. You go up.
Halifax,
You
yeah.
go up to like. So when we hunt, we go to like Petersburg. We go to like
Oh.
Petersburg and yeah.
I know where all that's at. Yeah.
Virginia
Yeah.
is for lovers. Remember that
It's
slogan?
crazy, man. Yeah. And
What's your-
me and Vinny
it
Vinny
really-
are from New York. Jeff
Is
is
it
from
really
New
only for
Orleans.
lovers? Is it for lovers? or-
Louisiana, but not New Orleans. Although I've lived in New Orleans plenty of times.
And me and Vinny are from New York, so you have to go upstate to hunt. You can't just pop a deer in Manhattan. You gotta
Well,
go.
you can hit one on
You gotta go
86th Street with
upstate.
the
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Cadillac.
thought-
You can hit one with your Cadillac and just throw it in your trunk. That's why you
Yeah.
have like big
Hey,
I
yo.
thought you sounded New York because I had a boss that was from New York. So I thought you sounded New York.
Yeah, it's great, man. New York,
Yeah, we
New York
make good
State.
salsa. We make real good salsa. In
We
New
do.
York City.
New York City.
'Cause that
New York
accent-
State, New York State is great, man. You go upstate New York, close to Canada, it's like another world. It's like a
Oh,
whole
like-
nother world.
I
Albany.
imagine.
Up there near Albany, I think it is.
Yeah.
In New York.
You go up to
Albany.
you go up by Vinny knows. You go up by Watertown, Albany. You go up
Yeah.
to Rome, you go up to the upper state of New York. It's a
Probably one of the
different
most
world.
beautiful
Yeah.
spots on upstate New York to me is the Adirondack region.
The mountains,
freak.
right? The mountains.
The whole
That's
topography
me.
just completely
Yeah.
changes on you. It's
Vinny,
like,
when I went, when I
Beautiful.
met my ex-wife is from Tennessee, and her
Tennessee.
family lives in Maryville and Knoxville, outside that, and the Smoky Mountains, just like you
Yeah,
said, the
yeah.
Adirondacks.
I
The
love it.
mountains are
what do they
amazing.
smoke? Pall Mall or
Beautiful.
Palm?
Beautiful.
What
Yeah.
are those mountains smoke, Mike? Marlboro Light? What
No,
the
they
fuck?
don't
I'm not
smoke.
sure. I'm not sure.
They
But
don't
I tell you
actually
this, Vinny.
smoke.
The mountains take a union break. I know that.
Yeah, as they should. They
Oh
work
yeah,
hard.
it's like
even
it's like
still, right?
Speaking of union break, I want to hear from the freak, and then I'm going to wrap the stream up about 15 minutes.
All right. Well, listen. Thanks for having me, Jeff. Mike, it's always been a pleasure. I'm going to take
Salute.
off, and I'll see you.
Salute,
Salute.
Vinny.
Vinny, it sure was. I hope you come back. I liked our talk. I'd love to do more of it.
Yeah.
Hey Jeff, so I was in. I came in right when Mike said the donkey thing, and I clipped it.
Right when he said the what?
The donkey thing.
Oh.
That's what that
The
link
what?
is.
I couldn't hear you. The what thing?
Mike impersonated Mike off my impersonation of Mike. That was pretty cool.
So DeFreak, are you another person in love with me? Is that what's going on?
No, the freak's one of us. He's cool.
I'm messing. I'm just
Okay.
messing around.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've never, I what fascinates me about you, Mike, is how you have like a fan club of people that follow you around, and like you're just like, I mean, I'm just gonna say like, normal guy, like or whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone's special, right? But like, I mean, I'm sure there's been other people on the screen that have done this or that or whatever, and they don't have any people following them. But for some reason, I mean, maybe you know what? Maybe your Italian theory is true. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe this is
Let me ask you this: Do you think they want to emulate, like DeFreak? I want to ask you an honest question, just real quick. Sorry, Jeff, I don't mean to cut you off. I want to ask an honest
I wouldn't
question.
say anything.
Do you think people are trying to emulate other people's energy? Like they want to. What I'm trying to say, DeFreak, is they want to be like them. They want to emulate them.
I don't know how many people want to be like you. I don't know if that's the issue.
It's hard to say. Yeah, it's really hard
Or
to say.
do you think?
Some people?
I think you're a locale. I think that's the best explanation I've found so far.
You think so? You think so?
Yeah,
You think
they do it because they can punch down on you to make themselves feel better.
So do you think they're trolling me, or am I trolling them?
I think it's circular trolling. You all troll each other. We've talked about this before.
So
I think it's. Remember, we even asked the AI. It gave like 8 reasons why people do this, but part of it, I think, is they get to punch down, and it gives them a little sense of power and status, and they get to hate bond with the group, so it keeps them in a little tribe or a little herd together.
It's funny because when I do leave YouTube, people are going to miss me. They're going to miss me. It's like family. It's like a hateful family. It's like when you hate your brother and sister. It's like
but you're also enmeshed with them because you spend a lot of your time talking as much about them as they do about you. Like once you get on that topic, it can go for hours.
I like to point out the hypocrisy in their argument.
That's a form of enmeshment when you do it as constantly as I see you do it on here.
Do you say enmeshment? I haven't heard that term in forever. Holy crap, dude! Yeah, I think it's. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off. I think it's fascinating.
Well, no, the freak gets the floor because you've been here all night. The freak just came on, so the freak gets the mic. Go ahead, the freak.
Yeah, I ask him a question, then I'm going to say why I actually came up here. But do you float around to the different panels like randomly or whatever? Because what you might be doing is when you go to a new panel and they find you at a new panel, what you might be doing is actually supplying them with like troll supply, like narc supply, like troll supply. And so like they don't have to fish around for content creators. They just follow you, and then you bring them the fresh meat, so to speak.
The chump.
No, that's a great analogy. It really is. And it's funny because I don't know why I do this. I don't know why, because I have a good job. I'm actually very intelligent. I actually have a good career. I don't know why I do this. I don't know why I play in the gutter with these people, because these people are egregious pieces of trash. But
Right, but you're the one playing in the gutter with. That's what the thing right there to figure out, because you, for whatever reason, are choosing to play in the gutter with these people. As much as you say you hate them, there's something that keeps you in the gutter with them. Something from you something coming from you.
The thing is, I don't hate them. I love them. I want them to get better, but I can see now that they're not.
Well, they want you to get better too. Y'all are a bunch of dysfunctional people, all trying to make each other better and tearing each other apart in the process.
Jeff, I'm the most sane.
Hey, James wants to say. You had your hand up?
Well, I was just gonna say, Mike cares about him and stuff. That's what I was gonna say and everything.
Yeah,
Mike's a very caring
I'm skeptical how much they actually care about each other, but I guess there's a form of in the same way dysfunctional families care about each other, or people in abusive relationships might care about each other.
Yeah, because he's like a very caring person.
I think God put me here to help people, and I think while they're beating on me and just hear me out. While they're doing this,
I'm agreeing with you. I'm like, yeah.
When they're beating on me, I'm showing the world how dysfunctional they are. Like
the world doesn't care. The world's not watching all this.
I only want God to care. That's the only thing I want.
I doubt God even cares. This is the gutter. Remember, God has better things to do.
God cares. God is love.
He's watching, and these people, they're very sick. They're very evil. You know, for anyone to talk about people.
Okay, well, we know all of that. We've been over this 100,000 times. The freak, you said you had come up here for a reason.
Yeah, so I was in a atheist server in Discord a little bit ago, like just not too long ago at all, like just a few minutes ago, whatever. And they were talking about this whole like kind of buzzword, kind of like cultural Christian, quote unquote, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the first time I heard that was the Richard Dawkins. He's a kind of a famous.
He's the one that debated Jordan Peterson recently.
Yeah. And he's atheist or whatever, but now he's kind of identifying as a cultural Christian, and what that kind of basically what he's saying is, he loved his way of growing up. He loved the church. He loved the community. He loved the fellowship. He loved everything. He's just not a believer. Blah 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 blah. But now what he's seeing is the browning and the Islamization of the UK. And so when he's saying cultural Christian, really what he's saying is white nationalist. And I pointed that out to those people in the Discord. And let me tell you something.
I'm a cultural Christian Satanist. I'm a cultural Satanist too, because I'm non-theistic. But I don't. To tie it to racism seems like a step beyond what I think Dawkins himself means. I know plenty of cultural Christians, and it doesn't mean like brown. The color of the people's skin has nothing to do with it. So I think the immigration issue in the UK is one issue, and then how he feels about his upbringing as a Christian is a different issue. And because he identifies culturally with Christian, I wouldn't necessarily tie that to any form of white supremacy, just because he's also talking about the immigration issue.
You gotta let me needle to the left a little bit. You gotta let me do it.
No, that's a good.
You're right.
That's a good
You're
point.
right, Jeff. You know what? You're right.
Let me ask.
That was logic, by the way.
Do you think people can change their views on Christianity? Change their views on religion? People can change.
Yeah.
People can switch. What they feel. I mean, people like I was baptized Roman Catholic, right? But I converted to Christianity. All I'm trying to say is that I think people can, at one point in their life, change their views on religion.
Yeah,
and I think, yeah.
Well, when you have immigrants, I guess you have crime and you have these other issues that come up or whatever, and the people don't, necessarily, follow your culture and they look different, whatever. They might be rude, or they might seem rude or whatever. And so the way he was describing this whole thing, it was basically white nationalism with a different label on it. So when I went in there to, point that out to a bunch of lefties, it didn't really go over well. It's like they expect us to like turn the other cheek all the time. It's like, sometimes we just want to get a little bit of a payback. But Jeff, I think you brought me back from that. So good job.
And when people say white national, if they're talking about specific countries like Britain and the United States, they're talking about just nationalism. I don't think the white part is what they're necessarily talking about. I think they would embrace all shades of British or all shades of Americans. It's just the immigrants not from that country that are coming in, and it's a culture clash. It's a different culture.
All right.
So people like the left defaults into white nationalism because they want to keep that myth of white supremacy going. But I don't think that's what the people that talk about nationalism mean. I don't think they're talking about a racial nationalism. I think they're talking about a cultural nationalism.
Yeah.
But,
you're right.
But when you
James, just jump in. Feel free. You got to fight for the mic here.
Oh, okay. But when you say immigrants, you don't mean like just any immigrants, because I think illegal immigrants is the problem, not just immigrants. Period.
I think it's the people from other countries that are coming in and causing trouble, doing crime, not adjusting to the cultural norms and the legal norms of the countries they come into.
The illegal immigrants.
Volume and number of them.
Some of them are, especially in Europe, I understand, are not even illegal. Like some of the people that are coming in legally are coming in and then destroying the countries that they're in through crime and acting out or whatever they do.
Yeah, that tends to happen in Europe. Yeah, everything. But typically,
I mean, it's just like if you lived in a nice neighborhood and you knew all your neighbors and everybody kept their lawn clean, and then you had suddenly half the neighborhood was people that trashed up the neighborhood, had wild parties every night, didn't clean their lawns, they had junk trash out in the yard. Like that would cause a cultural conflict. It doesn't necessarily have to be legal or illegal. It's just people coming in from one culture to another and not being able to respect the norms of the culture they're coming into.
Yeah.
James, did you grow up in Virginia like your whole life? Did you grow up in Virginia your whole life?
I grew up in Virginia, but I hadn't always lived in Virginia. I lived out in Tennessee for about 5 months.
Okay. How close are you to Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
I grew up in New York. I have 20 years in New York and then 27 years here. Yeah, I've been here for a long time. Yeah, but no, I grew up in New York, but I love Virginia. Jeff, Virginia is a amazing place to live. It's a great state.
It really is, depending on what part you go to. I like Richmond. I wouldn't say so much, but generally, as long as you stay away from like Richmond and like the places near DC, you're in pretty safe places. And
James, my daughter went to VCU, and it's rough outside campus. It's really rough.
Yeah. It is rough in DC because you got all sorts of crime.
Yeah,
you got people out there trying to sell all sorts of stuff and everything. It's just typical in DC.
Yeah. She lived above a barber shop, and it was like music all night long. But I knew the Virginia Commonwealth police officers up there, so they would always look out for her. But it was funny. But no, Richmond is very much like New York or Detroit or something like that. It's a very urban city. That's the best way to.
It is.
Yeah.
I've been there like once to Richmond.
Yeah.
It's wild. Twice. I take that back because I went there one time to stay the weekend with my cousin out there because I was going to a rally about politics, conservative rally, because I'm conservative and everything politically.
But no, she went to VCU. VCU is a great school. My other son went to Virginia Tech, and out in Blacksburg.
I've been there one time. Tech.
Yeah, Richmond's popping though. It's wild. It's like being back in New York again. It's wild.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I don't mean to cut you guys off.
I'm wrapping up anyway. You have anything you want to close with, Mike?
No, it's just it's great to have a conversation and just talk about different topics and stuff like that. And James, it was great to meet you. It's great to meet
Yes.
another Virginian.
Yeah, we don't get to talk much on CT's channel.
I
Well,
do.
hang out here. We sometimes we can actually have conversations. I'm here every day, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, and then sometimes I do these evening streams.
Yeah.
I come up on James. I come up on CTs. I'm always talking. Like it's funny.
Yeah, but
It's
Okay.
yeah.
All right, Mike. I'm going to
don't
drop
get a
you
lot of
off, and
time
I'm going to
out.
start wrapping up the panel.
Take care,
So-
everyone. Take care.
Yeah.
All right,
Y'all
take
too.
care.
Take care. I guess that's.
All right, Freak. You got anything, or James? You want to leave us with anything? I had dropped your channel in the chat.
Oh, thank
James
you for,
Life Talks. Check him out. Give him a like, subscribe. He's trying to grow his channel and maybe do some streams in the future.
Well, I'm stream now. I mostly do chill streams, or I'm kind of getting into doing streams where I talk about Bible stuff and everything. Now that I got a little bit more of a general idea of where I can go with the Bible, talk about being Orthodox, because we have certain restrictions that I can't talk about certain parts of the Bible.
Oh, are you Orthodox Christian?
I'm Orthodox Christian, yes, sir.
Are you part of that Jay Dyer group?
No, I go to a Greek Orthodox.
So you're like actual in-person Orthodox.
In person, yes, because there's a monastery like 20 minutes from where I live at, and then there's also a church, a Greek Orthodox church, about an hour away from where I live at, which I'm gonna go
Oh, cool.
check out and everything, because I might learn more there than going to the monastery, because the monastery doesn't really do a lot of teaching about different Orthodox traditions and stuff
Oh, nice.
and everything. So yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to do live streaming to eventually get panels to talk about life problems, kind of like how y'all have a panel here, but to talk about life problems and stuff. That's kind of like my goal.
I don't see his
Eventually.
link in there, Jeff.
Here, I'll
And
drop
then
it again.
And then I want to have a one night where I have a gaming night, which is Thursday nights, or Thursday, depending on if it's going to be night or day. It could be night or day.
What kind of gaming? We're trying to get some gaming going here too. We play on Discord, but we want to eventually stream some.
I play like COD. That's the gaming I play right now. Is COD.
What COD?
Call
Yeah,
of Duty?
COD. You know Call of Duty?
Nice.
Oh yeah. I don't play it myself, but I know
Oh.
some streamers that play it.
Oh, okay. I didn't. I figured most people would know about COD.
Yeah, they probably do. I'm a video game illiterate.
Oh, okay.
I play some Steam games that you can use the keyboard and the mouse, but I don't have a game system myself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that. I PC game.
Yeah,
That's what
PC
I'm
game,
on.
I guess.
Yeah, PC master race, as I said in the gaming world. Yeah, I'm trying to get it to do that one night, and then I'm gonna have a one night where I do like a kind of like a history night. Or day, depending on which one it falls on that week. It could be day or night for either one of those, and it could be day or night for the other streams where I talk about the Bible and life problems as well, which is going to be what my channel is mostly going to be about, some of the Bible and life problems and all that. Because I'm talking about the life problems from an Orthodox perspective.
That sounds very valuable. Like offering something more than just the usual drama.
Yeah, and I want to not just talk about it from an Orthodox perspective. I want to have other people up there with their perspectives as well. Like I'm not gonna just have Orthodox people up there. I want to have people that are from other faiths and things to kind of see if I could stretch my hand out some, and maybe if I can convert them to Orthodoxy. If not, then just to have that communication and kind of like talk to them and see if we can at least come to some sort of a reasonable conclusion how to solve life's problems.
Well, I'm a culturally Christian
Oh.
Satanist, so you probably won't convert me, but I'll be happy to be a part of conversations.
Okay. But I'm not gonna compromise my morals though, and everything.
Oh no,
just saying.
definitely don't do that. I wouldn't do that either. No, stay on your path. If you're on a good path, don't let anything take you off of it.
Yes, sir.
I'm not used to that.
Uh,
Well, James, it was a pleasure meeting you and talking to you. I'm glad you dropped by tonight, and you're welcome back anytime.
oh, yes, sir. Thank you.
See you later, James.
See you later.
And Freak, good to see you too. You have
Thanks,
anything
man.
you want to leave us with?
It's been like 8 long years of virtue signaling and gaslighting and dehumanizing and everything, like that I am. And I consider myself like just a regular middle class, average, white boy, like below average white, and so I'm probably not going to be done taking digs at the left, but it's almost like they realize like the game is up, like, because when that room I was in, they were strategizing about how to push the left agenda, basically. And they were kind of wondering if they should do it with or without the anti-theism narrative. And so, they're not going to quit, but I think they know like they've got to re-strategize, and they're definitely not going to do any introspection and like be like, maybe my values and this and that or whatever, because there's no real Rush Limbaugh around anymore. So like they're not going to really change, but at least they're intelligent enough to know like you can't just insult your way into power for the most part. And we'll see what happens, but
yeah, well, I've noticed like a doubling down from some people, and I have noticed that more of an openness and self-reflection from other people.
Yeah. Some of them, yeah. Some of them are digging in, like, but I think most of them, at least the moderate, sane ones that don't have DTS, are realizing like, hey, the whole identity politics is kind of, is gotta, you gotta shelf it, the whole what was it, critical, race theory.
Oh God! And I just saw Trump has a whole plan to get rid of that shit.
Oh, that's cool.
He's going to do it at the accreditation level. If the universities want to keep their accreditation,
wow,
then there's certain standards they're going to have to meet and agreements they're going to have to make around that stuff.
Wow. So he's actually installing curriculum.
Because that was one of the portals that they were like getting in through. It was the universities themselves, and it was the training institutions that like do continuing education stuff, but it was also the accreditation agencies in mental health, psychology, healthcare, the universities. So if they get the accreditation agencies, then they can set the standards that everybody has to meet to get accredited, and he's going to knock out that part of it. Or he says he will.
Yeah. So they were making it a part of you needed that in order to get your accreditation, and now he's going to kind of chop that block out from under him, I guess you're saying, yeah. So that's good, but there's a lot to work to be done in education, because I mean we're seeing bunk science and pseudoscience. We're seeing flat out just subversive science, like commie made up science. Like even in physics, like the neo-physics, there hasn't been anything really that great coming out of physics since almost since Einstein. Like a lot of it is totally bunk, and it's it's a lot more hard to believe than Jesus Christ, actually, so there's a lot of work to be done
unlike
there.
classical physics, which is a lot easier to believe.
The general relativity is pretty much a good solid foundation. Excuse me. And so if something doesn't line up with that, then you should probably look hard at your theories and stuff, and kind of see what's. I'm not saying that's like hard set in stone, but it's a good theory to kind of base a lot of the creative ideas. Even like string theory would probably does work, whatever.
I saw today where it looks like one of the guys involved in it came back and rebutted it, like said no, actually cancel that. It's not what we think it is.
Talking about gravity or something.
String theory. Let me see if I can pull up the headline. Which I don't pay attention to all this stuff anyway. String theory, brain theory.
Quantum mechanics.
I'll let the physicists figure it out on their own. I can't find the tweet. It was on Twitter somewhere.
There's also, at the same time, there's still a lot of progress in technology that's coming, and one of the things that kind of with the whole Elon Musk and the rocket capturing and being able to economically be able to make rocket launching viable economically and whatnot, is you can start building manufacturing processing and manufacturing like facilities up in space, in orbit, and like zero gravity realm, and then that's going to be able to make the computers faster because they have an environment where they can do whatever they have to like make the stuff better, I guess you could say. And so like we're probably on the verge of something like that, and so like that's not going to slow down. But a lot of the theoretical physics, I think, is just a lot of it is just it's silly. But anyway, it's good that Trump's going to do that. Because
well, as long as they can test and falsify their hypotheses, it's still science. So however silly it is, sometimes the silly stuff turns out to be true.
Sometimes, yeah. As far as what Donald Trump said, the identity politics thing. I mean, that really is. I know, like they always give us the numbers of the demographics of the voting pool and the demographics of the everything, which is odd because they don't want racism, but yet they separate everybody in categories, and they track all that stuff, which is kind of like, huh? But anyway, getting that out of the culture is I think a good thing because like you and I, by the time we were out of high school, we were already like we were integrated. We were competing with, like, I competed with them when I would wrestle and play baseball. Like it was just it wasn't even really that big of a deal. Like maybe once.
No, we were already there. They came and reversed everything.
And that's the sad part, we were competing, we were playing sports, we were like getting along, families, like sleepovers, like it wasn't a big deal. Like it was good, it was getting good. It was really getting fine. Hip hop was bringing everyone kind of, and then all of a sudden it was like Trump lost or won. And it's like, they had to bring the whole hate thing back just, because of this guy. And
they were doing it before Trump went. Trump's win just brought it into the light, but it was happening during Obama and even before.
So I think that's good. You said when you went back to New Orleans last year or whatever, you said that you did or you didn't notice like the relations between everybody was kind of the same, or it didn't matter, or it was a little worse?
No, nothing. Nobody knew what woke was. Nothing. They were. My sister works at a school, and I was talking to her about woke, and she says, "What is that?" And I explained it to her. She says, "Oh, we don't have that here."
Wow.
And I said, "Well, it's coming. If things keep up like it's coming." She goes, "Have you met our director? She's not going to let anything like that come to this school."
Wow, that's pretty awesome. Shout out to Louisiana, man, for holding it down,
Well, it was a private school, like a private, I think it was religious, so some denomination, but still, like the fact that they didn't even know what it was encouraging.
Definitely. All right, man, I'm going to jump out. So thanks for listening. See you later.
Okay, good to see you. We'll see you again. Take care.
Yep.
All right, that was I've done a vertical stream before a while back, but that was my first recent vertical stream. It was a test. I think it went well. So I'll probably do more of them in the evenings. I think what I'll do is I'll keep doing the day streams, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central. We'll keep those going for a few hours. And then on certain days, I will do some of these Fireside Chat evening streams again. So thanks for sticking with me and writing out all the craziness and the experimentation. I think I'm getting these where I want them. So have a good rest of your night, and I look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow at the mainstream, 3 p.m. Eastern. All right, let me figure out how to end this on the StreamYard. I think it's... All right, I got to get better at this. Here we go. There. All right. Take care, everybody. How do I...